By now, even the most optimistic agents have to admit, and even the most optimistic media members, they have to admit that there is no spring market this year. And for all we know, the whole year might just be a write off because I'm not seeing any silver lining on the horizon. And what I had been saying for months now, finally people are starting to catch on, saying that yeah, this year's not going to happen. And if I can help in any way, if you guys need any help buying or selling, if you have to buy or sell for family reasons, or if you just have questions about the market, you can call or text me at that number. But that's not why you're here. Last year was an already extremely slow year. As you can see in this chart, last year was the third slowest year we've had in 25 plus years. So we're already comparing to an extremely slow year. And even compared to that, we're down like 20 to 30%, depending on which city you're in. So I want to break it down by region, and then people in the West End, my friends on the West End, stick around till the end because I'll cover some West End stats at the end. So if you go region by region, we're gonna see which region has dropped the most, and Halton is down 21% compared to April 2024. So this is April to April only. So this is as apples to apples comparison I can get. So Halton is down 21%, Peel is down 20%, and Toronto is down 17%, and York is down the most. York is down 29% compared to what was happening last year for number of homes sold. And Durham is down 19%, 18.9. So that's just for homes sold. Now we're going to get into a bit more deeper into the stats. Months of inventory. I want to show you how long things are sitting around for and how long things can sit around for if nothing else comes up. Like how long would it take for everything to sell? So Halton went from 2 months of inventory in April all the way to 4.7. That's an increase of 125%. I think that's going to be our highest one for months of inventory. That's in Halton right now. And obviously, depending on where you are, it's different. Halton Hills is going to be different than Burlington. Peel went from 2.6 to 5.1, so almost double. That's around 98, 99%. And Toronto went from 2.9 months of inventory, and now we're up to 4.9. So once again, we're covering April to April only. I know some people cover like a trend for the whole year. I just want to focus just on the month because this is spring market. It's supposed to be. So I just want to do like apples to apples. And York is up to 121%. Like York is not doing well at all. Like let me see what percentage the sales were up. Sales were down. Sales are down 29% for York, and months of inventory is up 121%. Now, I want to get into this stat that I think is extremely important, but usually it's not really covered. Is sales to new listings ratio. What that means is like how many listings are coming up and how many of those are actually selling, and the ratio in between them. If the ratio is anywhere from 40 to 60%, is considered a balanced market, so everything's fine. Buyers are okay, sellers are okay. That's a balanced market. Anything above 60 is a seller's market. And at the peak of the market, a lot of these numbers were in the 70s and 80, 85 percentages. So a huge seller's market in 2021, early 2022. But if you look at it now, once again, April to April only, and Halton went from 48% balanced market, like I said, 40 to 60 is balanced. So they went from a balanced market to a buyer's market. Right now they're sitting at 31%. And Peel went from 40 to 28. So basically, every single region is in a buyer's market. And great news for buyers, not so great news, obviously, if you're trying to sell your house or condo. And the one that's struggling the most, I would say, once again, is York. York has the lowest SNLR. They are sitting at 26.7%. So York is taking the biggest hit. And Durham, not a balanced market, but it's the highest one we have so far in April. Now, like I said before, I want to show for my friends in the West End what's happening in the West End. So this is going to cover Peel and Halton only. So same thing, SNLR, sales to new listings ratio, and these are like the top cities, I guess you could say, in Peel and Halton. SNLR, the highest, like I said, 40% is balanced, 40 to 60. Burlington is the closest one to a balanced market. They are sitting at 36%. And Milton is at 33%. And then I think the next one in line would be Mississauga at 29.5%. But they're all in a buyer's market. And the one that's struggling the most would be Caledon, and then Oakville and Brampton. They're sitting around 26, 27%. And months of inventory, I want to show you if you're thinking of selling your house in Peel or Halton, like what you're going to be up against, because a lot of people still want to, kind of try to not lie about the stats, but just kind of massage the numbers to make it look like it's not as bad as it actually is. But it is. And these are raw stats. Like, these are not my numbers. So Peel and Halton, months of inventory, same thing, same cities, same 7 cities. And the highest months of inventory, once again, is in Caledon. They had the lowest sales to new listing ratio, and they have the highest months of inventory. And Brampton is sitting at over 5 months. So if nothing else comes up in Brampton for 5.3 months, that's how long it would take for everything that's available on the MLS right now to sell. And that's not great news, because a lot of people need to sell. So more and more listings will keep coming, and the buyers are just not coming at the same rate. Oakville is sitting at over 6 months of inventory. Mississauga is at 4.8. Milton is at 3.7. Also, let me know what do you guys think about these charts. Usually I just put the actual numbers, but I want to show, maybe it's a little bit visually easier to digest if you see the bar graphs. Let me know what you guys think about this style. And I will be doing updates for all these cities, like one by one. It does take me a long time to put this together. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, please like, comment, whatever you think, the good and the bad. Let me know. Give me your feedback. But yeah, I will be posting updates on those cities, the 7 cities, and keep an eye out for those. And if I can help, like I said before, in any way, if you want an honest agent who's not going to try to sell you every house you see, you can call or text me here. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.